Muy buenas. Hello. These are the possessive pronouns in Spanish, en la taberna de Miguel. Mi, mis, tú, tus, su, sus, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras, su, sus. Okay? So let's come back here with me, and especially because today I'm wearing this very nice jacket, as you can see, and let's see how they work in Spanish, how these pronouns they work. So let me see if we can have two things here. I need something in masculine and something in feminine. So let's have this mouse, that is el ratón, and let's have a flag. Let's have the Finnish flag over here, that is la bandera. You know that this channel is physically situated in the city of Jyväskylä, that is in central Finland. You see the map where it is? And, well, this is la bandera, the flag, and this is el ratón, the mouse. Good. Mi ratón, my mouse. Mi bandera, my flag. Now, let's imagine that I have more than one mouse. I have 2, 3 more. So then I have to use the plural. Mis ratones, mis banderas. I have here, imagine I have a Finnish flag, a Venezuelan flag. I'm originally from Venezuela. That's why I have this accent. And in plural. Mis ratones, mis banderas. Let's go for, that is my mouses, my flags. Now let's go in for the second person. I think you can see it already. Isn't it very clear? It has to be tu ratón, tu bandera. Tu ratón, tu bandera. If there are more than one, tus ratones, tus banderas. Tus ratones, tu banderas. I think that was very clear, wasn't it? What we did is that we used the second person, the possessive in plural, tus, and we use, of course, the substantive ratón in plural, ratones, and bandera in plural, banderas, logically. What about the third person? Is his or her mouse or flag? So, su ratón, su bandera. And this means, this su means su of him and su of her. Is the same. And what about if those two, he or her, they have more than one? No, then it is sus ratones and sus banderas. So far, it feels that it's very simple, isn't it? I think it is, isn't it? Mi, mis, tu, tus, su, sus. It depends if it is in singular or in plural. But now, when it comes to the first, second in plural and the second person in plural, then we have something new. Now, it's not only relevant if they are the object what we have, that the person has, is in singular or in plural, is one or more than one. Now, it's also important if they are masculine or feminine. The article. What is this? This is el ratón. It's a el. And this is la bandera. It's a la. So therefore, now, listen to how we say our mouse and our flag. Pay attention. Nuestro ratón, nuestra bandera, our mouse, our flag. You realize nuestro o masculine, nuestra a feminine. And in plural. And how is in plural? I think you know that already. I mean, should I really have to explain it? I think you know. Okay, let's say. But I think you know it already. But anyway, of course, nuestros ratones, nuestros, plural, and also masculine, nuestros ratones, and the flat, nuestras, plural, feminine, nuestras banderas. We have more than one. Good. The third person, the second person in plural, the same logic. Vuestro ratón, vuestra bandera. Vuestros ratones, vuestras banderas. And the third person in plural is sus. Su ratón, that's to say, their mouse. Su bandera, their flag. And if they have more than one, their mouses, sus ratones, their flags, their, did I say it in Spanish? Sus banderas, their flags. So, you see that this is not complicated. Now, stop a second. Let's have a look at them again. Here we have them. And now you see them. And what do you realize? Well, you realize there that in that first and second person in plural, we have this masculine and feminine. The other persons, they don't have. But another thing that you realize that is very important, to take into account, is that, and here I am again, another thing that we realized when we saw that is that the third person in singular and the third person in plural are the same. You see there is, let's see it, su, sus, and sus. The same, the third person in singular and the third person in plural of this possessive. That means that if I write here, su libro, that means your book. I do have a book here. I don't have any book here. I have many beers. I should take a beer, but no, I don't have any book. There is a refrigerator with beers, but in the refrigerator there is no book. Jesus, in this bar there are no books. Okay, that's how it's life. We have Google and we have a chat GPT, so no need for books. Well, no, of course we like books, but there isn't that. But anyway, su libro. You see it's written here, su libro. How would you translate it into English, this su libro? Well, you would translate it like his book, her book, and their book. That means su of him, su of her, and su of them, masculine and feminine. So, this is actually very simple, but there is an extra thing that I think it deserves to be commented here. One, that you see that this to, the second person, does not have an accent, actually, does not have a tilde, that mark, because with the tilde is a persona pronoun, is you, and your is without that, but pronounced exactly the same. Good. That about that. But there is another thing that I think is more interesting, in particular, is you who are watching this video, you are more used to study Spanish from Latin America. That, of course, to say Spanish from Latin America is a bit of exaggeration because we are such a big continent. There are so many countries. For example, lovely Mexico is about 7 times the size of Finland. And it has, Mexico, how many people? 120 million. And in Finland, only 5.5. Oh, so we are talking about that. These are huge. The whole continent is huge. But Argentina, Colombia, Venezuela, blah, blah, blah. And besides that, we have the tendency to reproduce a lot. So we are many. When we started the video, probably there is a 500,000 more at the end of the video. It's good that you check something. That in Spanish, in Latin America, the this su libro, that is also the usted form, the polite. The third person is always the polite. Su libro. If I give the book to you, I say, here you have good gentleman, lady, su libro, your book. In many places in Latin America, since we use the usted form very often, let's say we always, not semantically, we don't think we are doing that, but still we use always the usted form, or we use a lot the usted form. That means that when we want to say your book, we say su libro. And this is to you. We say su libro with the third person. And but that of course changes in different areas. Argentina, we know there are different things there and that, but anyway, but in general that. And then there is another one that is even more important related to this. That is that in Latin America, the second person in plural, the vosotros, vosotras, is a little bit strange for us. It's not what we like. We are not very much of conjugating the verbs using the vosotros and vosotras. That's to say, if I have the verb to talk in Spain, look what is written in Spain. Here I'm the back. In Spain is hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan. In Latin America, in general, not everywhere, hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, hablan, hablan. You see that the last two persons are the same, hablan, hablan. So that affects, of course, the possessive pronoun. That means that when I'm talking to all of you, and I'm saying that this is your book, in Latin America, we use the third person in plural, which is the ustedes. So I say it's vuestro libro. We say in Spanish is su libro. More than one, sus libros. I don't know if that was very clear, but this is a very important thing, and we will make a different video, and I please hope that you subscribe to this channel and you follow this channel, because in here we have many things related to Spanish language, not only to the grammar itself, but about history, etymology, and how we do these things in the Spanish-speaking world. And there will be a video very soon about this Spanish from Latin America related to the pronouns. There will be more, of course. Well, this is all what I have to say about this. Is that Forrest Gump? I think it is. Anyway, this is all what I have to say, and subscribe and recommend this channel. Adiós, hasta la próxima. Esta es la Taberna de Miguel. Adiós, hasta la próxima.